this is a concerning loss for the Boston Celtics, like because it wasn't too long ago. It's probably 2 episodes we were talking about how you can't have these mishap games like this. You're up by 30. So what happened? Like what happened? They weren't missing any players. Was it just like
no? Well, to be fair to them, to be objective and fair, they were missing Drew Holiday. They were missing Derek White. So those are their starting backcourt.
Yeah.
But still, based on who people are saying, who we are even saying, who Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are, alongside with Porzingis, that's enough to beat a Trae Young less and a Sadiq Bey less because he has ACL injury, I think.
But Trae Young wasn't even playing.
Trae Young's not playing. Sadiq Bey is not playing. Right?
Yeah.
Those are two starters on the Atlantic Hawks, and
Yeah.
they gave up that lead. I don't know if it was one of those things where it was like, okay, we're up by 30. Let's take our foot off the gas a bit. I don't know. I don't know if you saw that, but I saw a lot of time. The way the Celtics plays also is bad to how they play, right? Because I know that didn't really make any sense. But what I'm trying to say is, I see Tatum posting up Murray, like DeJounte Murray, whatever.
Murray,
bro, he's taking fadeaways, bro. Like this guy is taller than this man. Back up, like I've seen it so many times where Tatum has a guy who's like half his size, and he's doing fadeaways.
Yeah,
bro, why are you not backing them down into the post and trying to either get a foul or at least get that double team so you can kick the ball out to the 3-point line or something like that? Like,
yeah,
like I don't think Jason. I don't know. I don't know if he just has these mental lapses, but his IQ sometimes fluctuates.
Yeah,
sometimes he's okay. The other times it's like, bro, you have a guy who's you have a man who's 6'1" on you, and you're taking fadeaways.
He's not taking advantage of key opportunities and key matchups, kind of thing. Yeah.
What? And he's what like 6'8", I think 6'9".
Yeah, he's up there. He's like 6'8", 6'9".
Bro, like, why are you taking fadeaways? You're not, like, again, you're not Kobe Bryant, and even so, Kobe Bryant like eventually learned to go into the post at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
See, you know what? I don't think Tatum has a crazy dribble. He has a good handle, but it may be a footwork thing. You don't really see him working on that much because if he had that, he'd be a completely different player. He'd be really hard to handle. He'd be really, really hard to handle. You can handle him because he's gonna fall into those, those silly shots. He's not really going forward. He's not really he's not the toughest player. He's more like the more finesse kind of pretty shot looking type, and he wants to kind of like emulate those kind of formations in the game so that like you kind of look like this like blockbuster kind of player kind of thing. So I think that's kind of what he's going for. But just put the ball in the hole. I think
exactly.
I think at this point in basketball, it's still a pretty game, but like they do a little bit of choppy stuff just to get the ball into the hole. So I think he needs to be a little bit more mindful of that because you see him just doing like the pretty plays and the pretty moves. No, just go get a bucket sometimes. It doesn't have to look as great as like the production that you get out of it. So yeah, he kind of doesn't really take advantage of those opportunities. I don't know if that's that's not really a coaching thing. Maybe he's not putting those opportunities as often because if I think a great coach is like Steve Kerr puts a lot of players in great position to get great matchups and stuff like that. So I think that's really what it boils down to, especially when it comes to playoff basketball. So I mean, Joe Mazzulla is apparently like the matchup guy, right? Apparently he is. So he's the king of matchups kind of thing.
I guess.
But, he needs to, I don't know, either have a one-on-one with the guy because he's not taking advantage of those opportunities. If you're 6'8", 6'9", and although you can do that, like, are you getting to the hole? Are you getting like hit and getting free throws? How many free throws does he shoot a game? He should be one of those players that, should have at least had one of those crazy outlier years where you get like 10 to 12 free throws a game. And Embiid's done it. James Harden's done it.
I agree.
Paul knows how to do it. You know what I mean?
Curry as a whole, bro, as a whole, the Boston Celtics don't get to the free throw line as much as a championship team should. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you have Porzingis, you have Jaylen Brown, and you have Jason Tatum. These guys should be getting to the free throw line at ease, in my opinion. They they're not doing it. And in the playoffs, when those shots are not hitting, because they're not going to hit, because the playoffs is harder to hit these shots. You need the free throw line. So if you're not practicing getting to the free throw line, this was going to happen now in the playoffs, right? they're gonna probably have 1 or 2 games where they're playing very well, shooting from three well. Because at the end of the day, the Celtics live by the three.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
do, right? But they're gonna have a game where they're not shooting well from the three, and then what's gonna happen? They're gonna continue shooting from three, step backs, contested step backs, and they're gonna struggle, and then teams are gonna take advantage of that. And playoff series are about momentum. So if these guys are not controlling the pace and the momentum of the game, they're
Yeah.
gonna be in trouble, bro. And this is
Yeah.
why, like, bro, this is why I feel more confidence in the Bucks, bro, because the Celtics are just not showing me anything. But the
Yeah.
thing about me is I still recognize it's a regular season, so I can't write off the Celtics 100%. But they've had what 6 or 7 double-digit leads, where like the Cavs did it to them what less than a month ago.
Yep. Yep. Hornets did it to them dirty one time, like a few months ago.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, bro. So like,
Yeah.
what do you do at this point? Yo, I don't want to play the blame game and I don't want to point fingers, but I need to know what conversation or what was said in the conversation between Jason Tatum and Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe Bryant told this man something that's making him think I'm Kobe Bryant or I'm the
Yeah.
next Kobe Bryant. No, because bro, what did Kobe tell him, bro? I need to know, bro. Because bro, you're saying it. You're saying it. The Hawks fans are saying you're not Kobe or whatever. So clearly there's this thing out here where I don't know, Jason Tatum thinks he's Kobe.
I think it's self-driven. I think he wants to become Kobe Bryant in a sense. Because I don't think, I mean, you see like some of Kobe's students like Kyrie and stuff. He doesn't go around saying like, like he'll mention, Kobe said this, Kobe said that, but you don't really hear Jason Tatum saying Kobe said this, he said that to him. He just walking around talking the man's name.
Yo,
you don't hear no phone calls, none of that type of talk. But I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit of delusion in there. But he needs to fix up quick because, like I said, like if they don't win this year, then they gotta trade Jaylen Brown. Not even Tatum, just Jaylen Brown. But to give him a 30-point lead like that, that's the Hawks. Not even like a contending team. That's kind of worrisome, and it's not the first time that they've done it. They have about a half dozen of these games.
Yeah, fact.
Right, and that means it's gonna happen once a series, so you're putting yourself in danger. Right? So,
I saw a stat that said I think it was like 150, 51, 52, 152 times this season, teams have gone into like the fourth quarter with or they had a 30-point lead, and they won that game. The Celtics were the only team this year that had a 30-point lead and lost that lead and lost the game. Oh, wow. So I mean, obviously that's an anomaly. Like we're not gonna think that they're gonna be up by 30 points every single game in the playoffs and they're gonna end up losing it. But it's concerning because it's showing that their Achilles heel, if you want to say, it's and teams are not scared to even go down by 20 points on them anymore.
Yeah,
it's like it's okay. Like Jason Tatum, he's gonna take his fadeaways. Jaylen Brown's gonna do what he does. They're not gonna move the ball around. So if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks or I'm the Miami Heat or even the Cleveland Cavaliers to a certain extent, I'm licking my chops, bro, because I'm like, yo, these guys are not it. Because these guys, I think they think they're the Warriors of 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they think that, where they think, oh, we live and die by the three. But it's like, you guys don't move the ball like the Warriors.
Yeah, they're not moving. They're not cutting and moving like that.
So I don't know what their expectations or what they expect to come out of the play style that they're playing, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, man, I don't know. That's not gonna fly in the playoffs. It's really not, especially against I was watching Miami last night, and yeah, man, they that's not gonna fly against a team like that because they will chip away at that lead like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like they'll lull you to sleep. You're up by 25 at halftime. You'll be down. You'll only be up by 20 by 10 minutes left in the third quarter. And then by mid third quarter, you're only up by 12. You know what I mean? And that's the ball game at that point. You're only up by 8 by the end of the fourth quarter or beginning of the fourth quarter. And then, it's anyone's game at that point. So,